From the Bay Area's local news station, you're watching KRON4 News at 5.
Hey!
Now at 5, the man accused of fighting with San Jose Mayor Matt Mahan's undercover police guard was released from jail today. Thank you for joining us here on KRON4 News at 5. I'm Noelle Bello.
I'm Ken Wayne. Our cameras were there in downtown San Jose when that fight broke out, sending the police officer to the hospital briefly. KRON4's Jack Mohammed was the reporter who caught it all on camera, and he was in the courtroom today and joins us live with the latest on what happened in court. Jack.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Wesley Pollard, that's the name of the man who was seen in that video that seemingly spread on social media now like wildfire. He will be released from Santa Clara County Jail here later this evening, but that was before earlier today when the judge originally wanted to keep him in jail, and it wasn't until he saw the KRON4 video this afternoon that changed his opinion. Now, Pollard is charged with battery, disturbing the peace, and a felony charge of threatening an officer. In court today, the judge said that since Pollard has a warrant for his arrest in the state of Georgia and, according to the police report, did not listen to the officer's efforts to keep him away, the judge said, quote, "I am not inclined to release him," end quote. The attorney for Pollard requested that the judge look at the KRON4 video of the full arrest before issuing his ruling. The attorney argued that Pollard was actually trying to get away and not escalate the fight. The judge looked at the video and ended up changing his outlook on this. He granted Pollard to be released from several conditions, including staying 300 yards away from Mayor Matt Mahan and the San Jose police officer that was undercover at that time. And again, like I said earlier, Pollard is expected to be released from Santa Clara County Jail later this evening. Now, I did speak with some people within San Jose City Hall, and they tell me that they do recognize Wesley Pollard, and they say that he's actually threatened them before. So that's what's going on here. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
So, Jack, the judge seemed to get a picture that this was worse than what was in the video from prosecutors and decided to, I mean, what changed his mind after seeing the video? What was it that seemed to make him determine that he should be released?
Well, I think a big thing was that the judge did tell the courtroom that he didn't watch the video at all before coming in today, and that he was just reading the initial police report. And the defense attorneys for Wesley Pollard really urged him to look at that to side more with his case. And I think something that the police report really noted of was how many times the police officer tried to tell Mr. Pollard to back away. Now, the defense attorneys wanted the judge to look at the video to see some of the more, quote, defensive moves that Pollard was trying to make, and that was the defense's argument there. Looks like the judge may have listened to some of that when he watched that video.
And also, on his warrant out of Georgia, he's wanted in Georgia for a similar type of crime, resisting arrest, I believe, in Georgia. What's to prevent him from taking off again? I mean, he's already shown that he's not going to respond to a warrant.
Right, that's very true, and I think something the defense wanted to point it out for Mr. Pollard was that while he is wanted in Georgia, he does not have a criminally violent history, and I think they made a big note of that, and I think that's what really weighed into the judge's decision here. Now, I think the future of this case really remains to be seen, but he is expected, and he is being requested to be back in court on July 11th.
Well, I know that you'll continue to be following up on this story. Jack, thank you, joining us live from San Jose this evening.